Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. So we're coming up on a very important time. All the great things happening down in the Hopewell, Tri-Cities area, Prince George as well. I got Becky McDonough here from the Hopewell. It is the Hopewell Prince George Chamber of Commerce. There we go.
Correct, Mike.
Welcome to the
Yes.
program, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All righty, really quickly, let's get the elevator pitch for the chamber out the way. Then we can get on to what's happening next week.
Next week is the 21st activity called the Hopewell Prince George Chamber Golf Open.
Okay,
And
that's
it's
what it's
happening
called.
happening at the Petersburg Country Club. It's an afternoon tee off, and we are sold out.
That's outstanding. All righty, so let's get the talk about the business environment of the chamber down in the Hopewell Prince George area.
So everybody is probably aware that the Hopewell Prince George area has a lot of manufacturers, and we really love the Made in Virginia motto. Lots of great jobs and good companies. Then we also have a huge logistics activity with a lot of warehouses for delivering of goods to people's homes, Sam's Club, Amazon, Standard Motor Products, a lot of large distribution centers. And then, like all Virginia communities, we have a lot of small businesses and that provide services and professional advice and consulting. And so it's a diverse business community.
One of the things, Mike King, Becky McDonough is here with us talking all the great things happening down in the Hopewell Prince George area. A lot of times when people really think about chambers of commerce, they think of really big businesses, but a lot of times people, they see and don't understand like those ribbon cuttings and the things that the small businesses are doing in the community that make it vibrant. Can you touch on like the openings for small businesses to join a chamber and what they could expect?
So the first thing you want to do is make that small business feel welcome. And no matter whether they are a one-person firm or a five-person firm, they're joining a business community. And that means they're invited to interact with everyone that's a part of the Chamber of Commerce. And the more interactions that they can accomplish, the more visibility for the business, and also the more advice and services and support that they'll get from the community. So you can expect here in our chamber, all chambers are different, but the personality of ours, we're told, is very warm and very welcoming. And we take a lot of pride in that.
All righty. So you have a lot of events that happen during the year. The golf tournament, this is something big. It is big. You're sold out. It's going to be an exciting day. You're working on some great weather down there, too. All righty.
We are.
So it is an afternoon tea. Let's start with some of the sponsors. Because, we got to show love to the sponsors.
We do. Our presenting sponsors are Tri-Cities Hospital. And this hospital recently rebranded. It was HCA John Randolph Medical Center, and it's now Tri-Cities Hospital to reflect the customers that they serve in the area rather than, when it was founded many, many years ago. So that's exciting. And then the foundation that was created when that community hospital was sold to HCA is called the John Randolph Foundation. And so they are our co-presenting sponsor, and they'll be there with a tent and lots of people to talk about the great work of the John Randolph Foundation and all the good things happening at Tri-Cities Hospital.
That is and it's something when big organizations step in to support the Chamber of Commerce and all the great things that are happening. All righty. So that day of the event, what can people expect?
I want to tell you about one more sponsor.
Okay. There we go.
Because it's a new one. We offered up a sponsorship for a company that was a new brand in the area, and we felt like that company also needed visibility. And so a company called Nucor, they are a very diverse company that started out in steel, and now they do all sorts of different things. And they purchased a facility in Prince George, and they now have a very big presence here. One of the great things about them is they're recognized as one of the top places to work in the country.
Wow.
So check them out, Nucor.
Nucor. There are a lot of great things happening down in the Tri-Cities. A lot of times that people don't hear about. And
There are.
and there's a lot of business opportunities. Okay, ma'am, let's get the sales pitch. Tell folks what some of the great things that are happening and why business is thriving down in Hopewell, Prince George.
So right now, Hopewell has a Main Street community, the Hopewell Downtown Partnership. So they've done a fabulous job cataloging all of the spaces that are available and making them making it very accessible for people to come check out those spaces. So if you're a business that maybe has a location somewhere else and you're looking to expand, check out the real estate that's available here in downtown Hopewell. In Prince George County, we have industrial parks and property along Interstate 460. That's another opportunity for larger companies that need a larger footprint. And then we have a healthcare, what we call a healthcare campus in Prince George County that bumps right up against another city. And you'll see just about every specialist in the healthcare field is now located in a place called Puddle Dock Road.
So, okay, ma'am, excuse me, what is that again? Puddle Dock Road?
It's an area called Puddle Dock Road. And the reason it's called Puddle Dock is there are marshes and green spaces in this, puddles of water, if you will, in this area that were created when the shopping center area was developed. You had to maintain places where water could divert, when it rains. So it's Puddle Dock Road, and it's in northwestern Prince George County.
There you go. So now, folks, on the mic, Becky McDonough here. Those are nuggets of knowledge right there. A lot of great opportunities down in Hopewell, Prince George. Alrighty, ma'am, but we are here today to talk about the golf tournament. I'm going to be out there. I got a golf cart. I got my ESPN banner there. We're going to be out there talking to golfers and people who support the chamber and hearing their stories. So what's the date of it once again?
It is Thursday, May the 18th. And
what time does it start?
It starts at 11 a.m. People will start arriving, warming up, playing some fun games, enjoying some refreshments, having some lunch, and then getting in their carts, ready to head out on the course at 1 o'clock. And I know that you're going to be adding to the fun. Oh. And I love the fact that you said we've got an epic event coming up. So I think you're making us up our game. Just the fact that you're coming.
Well, we're coming down there to have a good time because I spend a lot of times down in the area doing things, seeing the business community, and what you guys are doing is outstanding. Tri-Cities, Hopewell, Petersburg, we need to shine a light on the great things happening down there. So I go between Richmond and Brunswick. I was just in Brunswick. They have a new hotel opening. I was down there. So, and also, oh, you know what? On the 23rd, I'm going to be in Petersburg with the Metropolitan Business League, talking about the business ecosystem in Petersburg. So, if there's something that you have down there that you want to shed a light on it, just let me know and we'll come down there and we'll spread the word for Hopewell, Prince George.
We will do it, and we know you will. And I think you can see that we have a real collaborative spirit going on. I meet with the folks from the Metropolitan Business League. We know what services they provide, and we're not the least bit hesitant to send people there. So it's really, really working out well.
All righty, ma'am. How can people get information about your chamber?
The easiest way is to go onto the website, which is hpgchamber.org. And if you really just want to talk to me, for instance, for starters, hit the contact us button. It comes straight to me. If you want to set up an appointment to meet with the entire team, just give us a call, set it up. We're extremely accessible. And then there's a lot of information on that website that with a calendar of events, and a lot of our events are open to anyone who wants to attend, and some of them are no charge. We want to make it as accessible as we can.
Alrighty, on the mic, Mike King here. We are the Best Business Radio Program, Central Virginia. We're talking to Becky McDonough down there in Hopewell, Prince George. That is the Chamber of Commerce. Next week, we're going to be out there, golf cart ready. I'm going to have two hands on the wheel. Well, maybe not two hands all the time, but we're going to showcase what you guys are doing, and we're going to make enjoyable time because you guys are doing some amazing work. So on the mic with Mike, Becky, we'd like to thank you for coming on the program. Hey, folks, make sure you support her. Come on out and support them and all the great things happening. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks now. Take care.
Thanks again, Mike. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.